Hi guys, and Merry Christmas to everyone. Just a quick introduction before I show you the ghost story, which I hope you'll enjoy. Just a quick opportunity to say thank you to everyone who's watched the videos over the last year almost now. Really appreciate it, and massive thanks to everyone who's subscribed. That really does mean a lot to me, and to everyone who's left comments. That's great. Some of you leave comments on almost every single video, and that's really fantastic. I do love you guys for doing that, so please carry on doing that. I do know some people are maybe a bit frustrated that I haven't actually got the Narrowboat yet. Well, if you're frustrated, think what it's like for me. But hang in there, because I am confident that sometime in the new year we will actually be on a canal with Gladys the Narrowboat. So that is coming, I'm sure. So hang in there, keep watching the videos, and hope you can enjoy this ghost story which I've written. And have a great Christmas, great New Year, and I'll see you in 2024. Cheers now, bye. This is a true story, the true ghost story. If you are of a nervous disposition, then I caution you, watch no further. But if curiosity gets the better of you, then be warned, because this tale of the supernatural will chill you to the very bone. The story begins on the night of Christmas Eve. A pale moon struggled to break through the clouds, which raced across the blackened sky as though they were being chased by the very devil himself. A howling wind rattled the windows on the east side of the house, and young Charlie's bedroom was on the east side. Just 9 years old, Charlie was a lively, cheerful lad. Everyone agreed he had a bright future ahead of him. Alert and intelligent, nothing had ever seemed to bother him. But tonight, this night, Christmas Eve, when he should have been more happy and excited than on any other night, he would be forced to confront his worst nightmare. But tonight, something would enter his room. Something so monstrous, so hideous, that mere words cannot describe it. He'd been eager enough to go to bed, of course, as every child was that Christmas Eve, longing to fall asleep quickly and wake up again on Christmas Day all the sooner. But just as he was crossing that welcome bridge between wakefulness and sleep, something stopped him, and suddenly he was wide awake. What was that? He wondered. There it was again, a scraping sound on the other side of the door, and something else, slow, dragging footsteps on the stairs, getting closer and closer. As the noises grew louder, he became aware of a heavy breathing. Something was gasping for air, and with each step nearer to his door, the rasping, troubled noise became ever more frightful. He suddenly realized how totally dark his room had become. An inky blackness filled every corner of the room, and there was no longer any light from the street lamp just outside his window. He felt very cold now. His bed was no longer the warm refuge that he turned to every night, and the air seemed more chilled as the noises outside became louder and louder. Instinctively he pulled the blankets up over him and shivered under them, in expectation. For he knew without any doubt that whatever it was would soon be at the other side of his door. And what then? He knew he must keep quiet, not make a sound, and perhaps, maybe, the thing would pass him by. But no, that wasn't to be. Abruptly the footsteps stopped, and the harsh breathing became even louder still. Slowly he peered about the bedclothes and stared at the door. Whatever it was now on the other side of that door, his door, right outside. His eyes were now getting used to the unusual darkness, and he could just make out the white doorknob. As it began to turn, the lock softly rattled and then clicked. The hinges creaked, as they always did, yet this time there was an added menace to their screeching. It took an age for the door to open fully, but finally he could make out the shape that was standing there. Framed against the ghostly moonlight from a window downstairs, there stood an apparition unlike anything he'd ever seen before. The thing had the body of a man, and its thin wild hair was silhouetted in the moonlight, its face a deathly white, and its chest rose and fell as it fought for every breath. Fumbling for something, it then slowly raised an arm towards where Charlie lay. He was too afraid to scream. Suddenly he was blinded by an intense light, threw up his hands to protect himself from what would surely happen next. And at that very moment, the electricity came back on, and the street lamp once again lit his bedroom. Charlie Dickens could now see the apparition more clearly. "Oh dear!" exclaimed his grandfather, putting down his torch. "I'm sorry, Charlie, I've got the wrong room, haven't I? I hope I didn't scare you, my boy. You get off back to sleep now. I'll see you in the morning. And a Merry Christmas to you." And a Merry Christmas to you. I'll catch you in 2024. Bye. Be patient. Gladys is on her way, and I'm pretty confident that in the new year we'll be on a canal somewhere with her. So just hang in there. And the dog has just barked and ruined my recording. So